Hi, my name's Tom. I'm going to be doing a quick comparison of latency between a Mumble voice server and a Ventrilo voice server. There is an existing video that is very similar to this one already on YouTube at the time of recording, but the other video doesn't really make it clear whether or not the voice servers installed are actually on the same actual server. This of course means that latency differences are quite possibly due to mostly differences in geographical distance between the client and respective servers. A more meaningful test would be if the Vent server and Mumble server were known to be running on the exact same physical server so that they have an identical internet connection and identical hardware. This eliminates latency differences due to higher or lower ping and lets us see the difference in terms of the codec and protocol that's being used behind the scenes. This is exactly what I've set up for the purposes of this video, a Vent server and a Mumble server on the same physical server. Note that I have not changed the default server settings at all. The servers are running as they come out of the box, so to speak. So Ventrilo could possibly be configured to have a higher voice quality than what you hear in this video, but we're more interested in the latency anyway. So let's jump in here, see what we've got. First I'll just show you that they are in fact the same voice server. Got voice.tom.net.nz in Ventrilo, and in Mumble we also have voice.tom.net.nz. As you can see, I'm getting the same ping, about 36 to 40 and 37, 38, so all kind of in the same region of ping here. So let's jump straight in and have a listen to what Ventrilo sounds like. Test.
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 Now note that I'm recording basically just what comes into my microphone, so you're hearing the kind of you're hearing the response through the speakers going back into the microphone, which probably explains the poor quality, I guess. But yeah, we'll do that a couple more times. Test.
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 Okay, so as you can tell, it's a reasonably snappy response, but you have to remember that we're dealing with about a 40 ping here, so we'd, in an ideal world, expect the response time to be about 80 milliseconds, and quite clearly it's significantly more than that, maybe 500 milliseconds or thereabouts. We'll just have a couple more listens. Test.
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 Okay, and let's see what we get from Mumble. So again, connecting to an identical server, same physical server, same data center, same everything. The only difference here is the software being used, and let's see what the difference sounds like. Test. 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 Now I don't know how easy it is to tell here, but the response is pretty much immediate. I'd say it's very close to the expected 80 millisecond round trip. In fact, it's coming back so fast that it's a response is coming through before I've finished saying test, and that's why you hear the echo. Test. 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 So it's very impressive in terms of latency. Definitely beats the pants off Ventrilo. And yeah, I guess I'll let you judge for yourself, but the difference is pretty clear. One more time. Here is Vent. Test.
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 And Mumble. Test. Test. Mumble, of course, also has built-in noise cancellation, normalization, and a bunch of other cool features. And as you can tell, or may not be able to tell, I'm not sure, but from my end, it's definitely higher voice quality straight out of the box, so that's a bonus as well. Anyway, I'll see you next time.